In our journey through the God of War games from the Greek all the way to the Norse, we've manhandled a lot of beings, from gods to demigods to creatures and spirits. These beings have gone through a hell of a time through our hands. To be honest, Kratos at this point in time is a menace, okay? He is the biggest threat to anything in these universes, and one thing is that some of these beatings are bordering on the edge of just absolute cruelty. I mean, take a look at this. You know, Poseidon and Helios got the worst end of the stick. You know, the Greek god, the Norse gods actually got it easy. They had it easy. Baldur just got his neck snapped, and these people, I mean, their deaths were relatively easy compared to the beatings that the Greek gods had. But throughout all this, I'm sure deep down in there somewhere, you kind of felt sad for these guys, right? Like, oh wait, that was too much. Or wait, Poseidon got his face smashed, or he just got his head torn off. Literally, you somehow felt bad for these guys. And I'm here to tell you that no, they don't deserve an inch, a tiny ounce of your pity, because these guys are bastards, okay? And you shouldn't have felt any ounce of pity for them. Today, we'll begin with the Greek gods, okay? We'll have part 2 about the Norse gods, but let's begin with the Greek gods. And the first up is Poseidon and Athena. Yes, beautiful and peaceful Athena, the goddess of wisdom, the goddess of war. Poseidon, we know he's the god of the sea and he is kind of violent, but do you know what they did? Together, he and Athena tormented a beautiful woman, and that woman is Medusa. Medusa used to be a beautiful, beautiful woman. Everybody on planet Earth wanted her hand in marriage. They wanted her. Everybody prized the beauty of Medusa. So what happens? One day, Poseidon was like, hey, Medusa, I want you. Medusa was like, yeah, no, okay? But Poseidon, being a god and being a petulant piece of ish that he was, he forced himself on her and he R-worded her, okay? R-A-P, yeah, that word. He did that to her. That was just the first terrible thing that Poseidon did. After, Medusa felt bad and went to the goddess of wisdom. It's like, maybe the goddess of wisdom will kind of give me something to make me feel better about what has been done to me. I've been violated. Let me pray to the goddess of wisdom, right? So she went to Athena's temple to pray to her. Look, Athena, look at what your brother has done to me. I'm sure you'd be expecting Athena to do the right thing, right? No. Athena was like, yeah, so what? You should be lucky that my brother actually did that to you. That is the goddess of wisdom. Your brother takes advantage of someone, and instead of she, the goddess of wisdom who's supposed to protect women, she tells her, yeah, you should have enjoyed that. It's a privilege, man. Why are you crying to me? You got lucky my brother did this to you. That is Athena, man. I'm telling you guys that Athena is the worst being in all of God of War games, and that video is cooking, okay? If you want to be here for that, leave a like and hit the subscribe button. On top of that, Athena cursed Medusa so that no man on earth would want her ever again. That way, her brother, Poseidon, will be the only man who had ever been with her. So this woman gets violated by Poseidon, her brother. And when this woman comes to you for some console or comfort or words of wisdom, you tell her she should have enjoyed it and it's a privilege. And on top of that, she made the situation worse by actually cursing her with a head full of snakes. And since then, no man could look her in the face, and then she had to isolate herself in a terrible place, and eventually her head got cut off by one of Zeus's children. Is that fair? Do you think that is fair? Yeah, these guys deserve everything that came to them. And now that is just Athena and Poseidon, their big brother, Zeus. Now, Everybody kind of feels bad for Zeus because Athena, when Kratos opened the box of Pandora's box and the evils came and corrupted him and he wanted to go after Kratos, all sad Zeus. No, Zeus was a terrible, terrible god from the very beginning. He won a titanomachy and he had ruled the world with an iron fist, okay? Zeus is known, and I don't know if you don't know much of the lore, you still know this, right? Zeus is known for turning himself into a human and getting involved with human women, right? Having kids with them. That's why we got Perseus and those other demigods like Hercules and stuff. We know that Zeus goes around and sleeps with a couple of humans, has children with them, but these women are forbidden to say who the father of their child is. Why? I don't know. Sometimes Zeus does this by force, like just like Poseidon does. They take people by force, one of the prettiest women, and they take them by force, have children with them, and these children and these women are not allowed to tell anyone who the father of their child is. These children grew up in torment, being persecuted like Kratos, and at least let the woman brag about who the father of her child is. I mean, her beauty was so good, you, a god, wanted her. If you've taken her, at least let her brag to the world like, hey, I was so pretty, Zeus wanted me, and this is our kid. I mean, that is at least something she should have, right? But no, when these women make a mistake and they tell someone who the father of their child is, these women activates a curse, and this curse turns them into monsters, ogres, and they end up being killed by their own communities or whoever is around to handle these demons. They become demons or creatures and people kill them. That is a really, really messed up way. Look, you want the woman, you like them, you do what you want with them, at least let them be free to raise this kid and be proud of having a kid with you. But no, they sometimes outright kill the women, but most of the time it's a curse. You can't tell anyone, and that's exactly what happened to Kratos' mom. Kratos' mom is Callisto, if I'm not mistaken. Kratos' mom had a relationship with Zeus. He had Deimos and had Kratos, and she was forbidden to tell anyone who the father of a child is. During Kratos' search for Deimos, he goes to the island where he finds his mom. He finds Callisto, and on her dying bed, she whispers into Kratos' ear who his real father is. And this is one of the PSP games, I think. Suddenly, this woman turns into a mighty beast, and Kratos had to kill his own mom. Tell me that is not messed up. Now, do you feel pity for any of these guys? No, you wouldn't. Our boy had to kill his own mom because of Zeus. Something so tiny and inconsequential like telling a kid who his father is, that you think she deserves to become a monster and to be murdered by her own son because of that? No. So these guys are terrible beings who don't deserve a tiny piece of your pity. There's so much terrible things that they've done already, but these are the two biggest ones, from Poseidon, from Athena, from Zeus. These beings were not good people, okay? They were not some benevolent gods. They abused and used their people to whatever way they seem fit. Don't even talk about Hades. Hades went and stole his wife from her mom and all kinds of really messed up things. God stealing women and treating them as terribly as possible. And when they protest, they curse them or kill them or have people kill them, and it's just bad. So whenever you play the God of War games, you play the Greek saga, and you see them getting their face bashed in or getting their heads ripped off, don't feel bad. They deserve it. Okay. Anyway, my name is Michael. If you like this, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be here for part 2 when we talk about the Norse saga, then hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.